And we're back. Alright, this is my third time doing this video. Yeah, still learning out how to do the screen record thing. Apparently you can't just jump from apps to apps, you have to do it within the same, maybe it's a Google thing, I don't know. Anyway, quick video, quick update on Hump Day. Hope everyone has a good day, good week going on. October the 11th, Wednesday, yep. I was at work all day, it sucked, but now I'm back. My dinner's almost done. Eating a Popeye tonight. Just wanted to go over what's trending and the difference between Google and X, or Twitter, formerly known as Twitter. See the differences. Obviously, this is what's trending. Obviously, the big story. I don't know if you heard what's going on in the Middle East. Is this place called Israel or is it Palestine? I don't know. Either way, we'll do a different video when we can get more into that. There's a lot more going on there than just what's been happening in the last month. Obviously, we're talking about thousands of years of, but maybe one day I'll do a video on it. We'll see how these new things play out because it doesn't look good. But it was trending. Obviously, what's going on in Google. Speaker Steve Scalise is trending hard. CNN article. I found obviously that's the #1 trending. I tried to find a left one and a right one. I had to go to full coverage to even find a right one. Is Fox right? I don't know. I found a Fox one. We're gonna go over that one. But real quick, I just want to get into the CNN one. Oh, yeah, real quick though. Back of the, if you haven't checked out this one, Bigfoot, that's a funny one to check out. Like, I saw the video. I think I saw it on Facebook or something. But yeah, it's a video of Bigfoot. Yeah, it's interesting. It's a good 100 yards out. Like it's some guy filming on a train or something. I think it's fake. I don't know if it's a distraction or what. I don't know. Maybe it's real. I don't know. But I don't think it's real. But there's a lot of believers out there, and they're gonna say it's real or at least investigate further. But let's go to this article now. It starts off. House GOP picks Steve Scalise as Speaker nominee, but unclear if he can get the votes to win gavel. You're going to need Democrats. You're going to need right and left working together. So it's going to be a debauchery, of course. Remember when we, this wasn't even a year ago, when we were getting McCarthy as Speaker. You know how many times they had to vote? It was insane. They've never seen anything like that before. I think we're going to see something like that again, as it actually does go to vote. Let's dive further in this. It says House Republicans pick Representative Steve Scalise of Louisiana as their nominee for Speaker on Wednesday, but it's unclear if he can lock down the votes needed to win the gavel following McCarthy's abrupt ouster. Interesting way to put it. Oh yeah, he was ousted. It mentions Matt Gaetz in here, of course. This is Senate, so they're gonna lean more left for all you people. It wasn't a bad read. It was a lot longer than I thought it was gonna be, but some good information. But here's some opinions, obviously, that are just like, okay, just give me the news and facts. I don't need that. It says Scalise won out over Representative Jim Jordan in a closed-door vote. So why are you gonna make it all secretive? Closed-door vote. Obviously, they want to know who's voting for who or how many votes they have or whatever, but it says vote by the House GOP conference to pick their Speaker nominee on Wednesday. The nomination was a blow to former President Donald Trump. Here we go with the opinions. It's like, I don't think it was the blow they think it was. I think, yeah, Trump endorsed Jordan, of course. I think they have a closer relationship and they're more on the same page, so I mean, it makes sense that he would vote for Jordan. Which is a good pick. It says he's the chairman of the House Judiciary Committee, who has made a name for himself as a staunch Trump ally. Interesting words she chose there, CNN. Interesting. The question is now whether Scalise will be able to win over Republican holdouts, a major obstacle in the path to the gavel. I mean, yeah, they were just going over Republican votes, who they would vote for. It has the numbers here somewhere. But yeah, real quick, it goes over Marjorie Taylor Greene out of Georgia. Obviously, she's going for Jim Jordan. She's a Trumper too. She pretty much just does whatever Trump says. I mean, she has some good ideas, good plans too. But yeah, she definitely is going to side for her boy. Maybe she's looking for VP spot. I don't know. But yeah, she was saying, yeah, Jim Jordan's her guy basically. This was interesting too. It showed Thomas Massey, who's a representative out of Kentucky, wrote on X, "Surprises are for little kids at birthday parties, not Congress. So I let Scalise know in person that he doesn't have my vote on the floor because he has not articulated a viable plan for avoiding an omnibus." Yeah, that was one of the reasons why they ousted McCarthy. Yeah, they're not happy with the big budget spendings and big bills all put in like 5,000 page bills. It's like, yeah, I get it, it makes sense. Because then they're left at the end of the day like scrambling to get all these votes together, and everybody's trying to read a 5,000 page document. So I get it. Let's see. Where are the numbers? It says Republicans met behind closed doors. There it goes again. Wednesday morning to select a speaker nominee. With Scalise earning 113 and Jordan securing 99, putting Scalise below the 217 votes. That's the total votes they need to actually have a speaker. But those are just the Republican votes. So I don't think it's that big a deal. I think eventually they're just going to get all Republicans to vote for R. Like, we're R, you got to vote for this R, stick with the party, R. It's like, and if you don't, then you just get demonized in the media. A lot of ones who ousted McCarthy. I'm not saying it was a good choice, but like I said, I understand. Maybe they're just looking out for the constituents. I don't know. Hopefully they're looking out for their constituents. The whole point of this whole Congress and government is supposed to be working for the people, and it's really hard to do when you got people with different interests in mind, and especially when you have two parties duking it out and not actually working on change or working on plans to help the people. But it was a good read. It got a little one-sided at some points, but not too bad. It was a lot more information than I thought it was going to be. I tried to find another one. I mean, you had to like dive into full coverage to get to the Fox report. The Fox report, here it is. And this is interesting. Is Fox even right? I don't know. They're definitely something. Are any of them right or left anymore? Or is it just money now? I don't know. It says House Republicans choose Scalise as their candidate for Speaker after McCarthy ouster. There's that word again, ouster. This is such a short article. I can blow through it real quick. It's kind of weird how, yeah, I just don't get it. But it says House Republicans have chosen Majority Leader Steve Scalise, Republican out of Louisiana, as their nominee for Speaker after huddling behind closed doors for over 2 hours on Wednesday. 2 hours. Hope they had a bathroom break or something. What were they doing back there? Think they were fighting, punching, orgy? I don't know. It says GOP lawmakers voted by secret ballot. Now we have a secret ballot. Wow. It's getting really interesting. Do you think they wrote their votes down on paper? They rose their hands? Who knows? But it says Scalise won 113, while Judiciary Committee Chairman Jim Jordan won 99. And if we go back to when McCarthy was even running, like Jim Jordan was up for one of the votes too, and I don't think he really cares for the position, wants it or not, doesn't want it, which is weird. You think he would have more power to do whatever he plans to do for his people or his interests or whatever, but I think he's doing a good job where he's at, and maybe he's okay with staying there, but I don't know. It says it comes after former Kevin McCarthy out of California was ousted by a vote by 8 members of his own party. Oh no. And all House Democrats last week. Of course, the Democrats, yeah, they just, of course, they're going to vote him out too. It's like they won't. I'm not saying they want chaos, but I'm just saying like they thought big L for Republicans to do that, and it makes them look weak. And yeah, I could see it. It says that moment marked first time in history the U.S. House of Representatives voted to remove its own leader. The contest to replace him quickly became a two-man race. So yeah, these are the two choices. This is who we got: Scalise, Jordan. That's it. Scalise has been McCarthy's longtime number 2. Okay, that makes sense. Despite year-long rivalry between the two. Is it a rivalry, or you just said they were close? Whatever. Jordan, who is closer to McCarthy, really, nabbed early support from top conservatives in the GOP conference, like House Freedom Caucus. Chip Roy from Texas, he's on that one. Jordan himself, who apparently original co-founders of the group. And that's pretty much it. It just shuts off after that. It's like weird how it does it like that. I think Jim Jordan has a shot, but I think there's more votes for Scalise at this point, and I'm pretty sure he's going to get it based on numbers alone. I was going to show you their net worths, but it was really hard to find net worths for these two gentlemen. I tried finding them on Jim Jordan and Steve Scalise, and yeah, a lot of, you think it'd be easy because they're public officials, like why wouldn't I be able to see what they're making or how much they're worth? But apparently, no, you can't do that. But I found some, it was just sites that I didn't know, not that I didn't trust them, but I was just like, let's just not do that. Let's just show these numbers. It's a good website. GOP Congressional Report Card. Republicans for Ukraine. Ukraine, what is that? Oh yeah, that was that place we were talking about for the longest time. Yeah, interesting. This is, what a weird website too, but it's Republicans, how they rank on support for Ukraine. Very, very, very interesting stuff here. But if we go to, let's see, Jim Jordan, order some. J, here we go. Jim Jordan. Wow, look at that. An F. Very poor. Oh my god. He's made anti-Ukraine comments? No way. And look, he's voted for like almost every bill against Ukraine. Interesting. So he's obviously not willing to help the war machine at this point. We gotta fund some war, so it's either, we might as well just change this website to GOP for Israel at this point. But yeah, so you see he has an F. And then we go to Steve Scalise. What is Steve Scalise's? MOPQRS. Steve Scalise. Look at this. Oh my gosh. He supports the crap out of Ukraine. Wow. Good for him. And he's made neutral comments about Ukraine. Interesting. They gave him a B. And I think McCarthy had a B minus. I mean, these numbers aside, whether who supports war or Ukraine or whatever, I don't think that's the big factor. Is too the two biggest money backers of the GOP at this point is Steve Scalise and Jim Jordan. Whoa, shocker! Those are the two choices for speaker. Interesting. Weird how that worked out. And guess who's earned more money for the GOP party? That would be Steve Scalise. Wow. So I'm pretty sure this guy's gonna get it. It all depends on what the Democrats do. They need to, because they can't just keep stonewalling this vote, and the Republicans either. Like, you need, I mean, I don't know. Do we need a speaker? Did I already say that? I don't know. Like, is it? But we'll see what happens. I think it's going to be interesting, and sooner we get one, the sooner we can send money to other countries. Let's do this already. We got to get these bills going, dog. They will just get shut down in the Senate, back to the House, and blah blah blah. But that's pretty much all I got. like, comment, subscribe, or whatever. You know what to do. I'm gonna eat some food. Have a good week.